Hey guys, we got a badass 1v1 tournament for you today. It's epic. If you like this stuff, click that follow, click that subscribe, show them some love. Thank you so much, man. Hope you enjoy. Quick look, we're gonna watch Alex for a little bit at the beginning over here. He's got to be a little quick. I'm not sure exactly. Let me take a quick look at Rain over here. Running with Marauder, so he's more DPS than Condi. Nice engagement, a full evade frame. Alex trying to get the sword just to get up a little bit of block. Nice push back up on him. Drops the AoE, he's got to get out of it. Alex drops his own AoE to try to keep counter pressure on top of him. Big staff strikes coming out from Alex. They're both really low over here. He does have his heal, he just pops it up. Let's take a quick look at Alex's cooldowns here. He does still have his elite available to him. He's putting heavy pressure up onto Rain, but now he has to back up a bit to kind of gather his combo moves. Here he starts to push. Nice evade frames coming out with Rain. Does get the big push back on top of him. Tries to capitalize, but can't do so. Alex is really controlling the pace over here. Rain of Dark goes into bubble to try to mitigate any damage. Get some cooldowns back off. Here he goes, keeping the pressure again on Rain. Let's take a look at his cooldowns. He might have his heal coming back up. Nice pushback coming from Alex. Nice timing on that as well. Right at the end of the... I forgot the name of it, guys. I've been out of it for a little bit. So my callouts aren't the greatest. You're going to hear me stumble and stutter a lot during this tournament, but with practice, I'll get back there, guys. Here we go, Rain of Dark, and Alex is really starting to control the pace. And keep in mind here, guys, we do have map mechanic that is involved in this tournament. So after the 2-minute timer, there's virtually no healing that is allowed. And as well, there's an AoE that comes from the outside of the arena and the center and slowly just consumes everything. Here we go. Dark Rain's in a little bit of trouble, but OG triple OG, I'm not sure whose favor this is going to work in. When you get to the top area, it gets very, very condensed and very, very, very small. Nice combo coming out here. Dark Rain doing a really good job. Now, this is going to be the dangerous part. Alex has really got to be careful here. Map mechanic is involved. Please watch. Here we go, now the map mechanic, and now Rain got stuck over here at a really low health, and no matter what he does in order to heal, nothing will happen. There's no healing that he's going to receive, and as well, you see the AoE at the bottom that's probably going to kill him, and there we go, it did kill him. Here we go in the second round. I didn't even realize it already started up. Holy shit, what happened there? I didn't even realize that, boys. Sorry, I was a little occupied with chat at the moment, but here we go. Let's see if Rain made any changes. And as I said, with this tournament, you cannot change the class you start with, and you cannot change your 3 spec lines, but you can change everything else, so it doesn't matter what you use over there. Now here we go with the Rain Dark trying to get some counter pressure onto Alex, but he's really dominating this match. I think Rain knows it's going to be the end for him, so he's still got a little bit of gusto left in him. He's trying to re-counter pressure onto Alex, but since he's not having any pressure on him, he still has a lot of sustain. So when Rain of Dark does go for that counter pressure, Alex has got all of his utility ready and available to him. Now Dark Rain trying his last ditch efforts, but I believe he knows it's over. It's going to be Alex that's going to be taking this one. Something I'd like to give to the community as often as I can, and don't forget, tomorrow we're doing a cosplay fashion wars. So here we go, Mikasa already starting up. He cancels that blade, as you can see right there. Just the cancel animation shows you the type of skill that he's working with. But Yuki is no slouch himself. They both got work cut out for him. It's going to be really tough for him to keep that pressure on, but at the same time, the Thief has that ability just to, there you go right there, drop the bombs and kind of work his way around. It's going to be very difficult. The warrior doesn't have any sort of range. He does have a lot of gap closer that he can use, but over here you can see Mikasa or Yuki using it to his fullest advantage, and then going into the Dagger Storm to trying to put more pressure onto Mikasa. This is going to be tough for Mikasa. He's really got to pull something out of a hat. He's in big trouble. He finally gets that heal, but Yuki goes right on top of him, getting the quick down. That was perfectly executed. Beautiful job done by Yuki over here. That's exactly how you want to play it against a warrior. He does have a little bit of, like I said, this map doesn't favor Mikasa so much. He's gonna... So we skipped Hidden and Meng. We're on Captain and Afton right now. Let's see how Mikasa kind of deals with that type of pressure. Now you can see here he's using the wrap much more to his advantage. He's waiting for the close in, but Yuki's really ready for that engagement, putting up the blind immediately, negating any of that. Mikasa, again, he's just got to be patient here. Oof, it's going to be really hard. He's really pecking at him excellently over here, going with the beautiful blinds right into stealth. Mikasa's doing everything he can, but there's not much he can do. As you can see, the obvious animations from Warrior make it really difficult. He finally gets him a little bit of counter over here, putting some extra pressure onto Mikasa. He goes into the Dagger Storm to mitigate that, and unfortunately, Mikasa falls down. That was the kind of pressure that he needs. Try to force Yuki to go through a lot of his cooldowns, and then get him nice and soft, get him with that CC, and just start pummeling him. But over here, Yuki's got some good advantage. Nice poke from him. He does have the tether on him. He's got to be able to use that tether, but at the same time, it does give him the advantage. He is stacking up on those mites and keeping the slowness down on him. This is exactly what he wants to do, and he's playing that top node really well. He does have the heal. He does have the Bull's Rush. He's got all his cooldowns available to him, using the block here to trying to sustain, and that cooldown on the heal is really quick. Good job by Yuki over here. Mikasa's got to stay vigilant. He can't get complacent. Every move matters. Every connect matters. Forcing blinds or forcing him to use cooldowns. Nice pull. Good combo over there. He gets him with the arcing slice, and then with the, I believe it's the dash? No, the whirlwind attack. Yeah, been out of it for a while, guys. It's going to take a while, but most of the builds seem very similar to what they used to. He actually, over here, used Signet of Rage. Very interesting. This is going to be tough. He's got the smoke cloud going up because he's got to go back up to the top. This is where he was going to be benefiting, but Yuki knows that this is a dangerous area, so he's kind of staying away from him a bit. Nice burst over there. Nice job evading. Mikasa doing a good job, but Yuki also baiting him out into the open where he has the full advantage. Mikasa going back up to the top, saying, "No, you know what? This is where it's going to be very interesting to see here." Mikasa doesn't have too much of an advantage. There's a lot of damage that Yuki can put down very instantaneously. He does have a lot of the frenzy. I would start using some cooldowns, maybe a Bull's Charge. There's no heal. He's got to remember that. Here he goes with the block. There's no healing that you can do. He's trying to go for the CC. Gets the big stun up on Yuki. He's just got to get any damage now. He's got to go full ham. There's nothing left he can do. He's just got to put the pressure here as much as he can. This is his chance. This is his moment. Is he going to be able to do it? The big Dagger Storm coming out. He doesn't have much left. Signet of Rage has been popped. He goes for the Whirling Ring. Oh, and the Dagger Storm might finish it. He's trying as much as he can. Oh, and Yuki takes him down. Ooh, Red Avenge playing Guardian, Zeal, Honor, and Core Guard. Yeah, baby. He's Burn Guard. Yeah, I'm sure he is. No, he's going, very interesting. Sanctuary with Menders. We got Scepter with Shield, Sword with Focus. Okay, guys, let's move over here. Let's see some of the action. Revaboa taking the brunt of the damage over here. Let's take a look at his cooldowns over here. What the fuck Red's got. And that's the downfall with Core Guard. The cooldowns burn up really quickly, but the duration of the cooldown, it doesn't last very long. It's 20, 25 seconds sometimes. The Elite isn't even... Oh, the Elite's a lot longer than it used to be, I think. But really good job over here. Revaboa's got to be very careful here. He can't get too complacent. He still has his heal available to him, and that's the thing with Revenants. You got to kind of bait that heal in, and that's exactly what he's trying to do. As you can see, he's ready for it. There we go. He pops it, but what the fuck, or Red Avenge is ready for it. As you can see, he mitigates any more damage that he puts out and just forces him off the node. This way, he doesn't have to attack him, and he can't get beat up. That was a beautiful, beautiful move over there from What the Fuck Red. Not sure if you guys noticed that. That was excellent execution. Now here we go with Revaboa starting to put up the pressure. He does have his heal coming up, and if he times this really well, he can continue to put counter pressure and as well as get that heal, and that's what he's looking for. He's an experienced Revenant, and when you play Revenant, you're just riding that line. That's pretty much what it is. You got to be very, very... I'm not sure what the word is, but you got to be sneaky with your heal there. This is once again my rustiness in my shoutcasting, guys. I'm sorry. Here we go, Revaboa. Now maybe what he can use, he's got to get this heal off very quickly. He's got 20 seconds left, and he's got to also bait What the Fuck into it. Oof, that's a little rough. Nice pushback coming from What the Fuck. That was beautiful timing again. He's just tossing and pulling him left and right. Beautiful job coming out from Red. Really dominating over here. Revaboa's got to kind of sit back and get a new game plan over here. And keep in mind, guys, this is a best of 3 series, so you have to win 2 in order to win. All right, boys. Here we go. Revaboa's kind of sitting back. I don't know if he's AFK. Oh, sorry, Boa. Boa, are you okay? Okay, let me just see where I am here in the Discord here, boys. Yeah, okay, I'm still here. Boa's just not in there with me. Okay. So here we go. Let's see how Boa reacts to the first round here. Now, What the Fuck is really doing a good job. He's being a little more patient. He's got to kind of get What the Fuck to go through a lot of his cooldowns. And this is going to be a little bit of the disadvantage. He's going for a little more Condi on top of it, where What the Fuck has a lot of Condi dispersion from him. As you can see, he's got Smite. He's got his Litany of Wrath. He's got his Virtue of Resolve. He's also got Renewed Focus on top of it to kind of reset all of his cooldowns. And the cooldown on Smite conditions is super quick, 16 seconds. So he's constantly healing. Now, Reverboa can't get too complacent on his own health. He can't try to bait him because What the Fuck Red is really smart. He's an intelligent fighter, so he's got to be very careful. Maybe use the heal as soon as he can. Now he's starting to put some counter pressure. We got 5 stacks of Torment, 7 beautiful cleanse coming out from What the Fuck Red. This is Reverboa's chance here. He's really starting to put the counter pressure, but now What the Fuck is taking advantage of that complacency as well, starting to put some pressure, but he actually forced him into the Renewed Focus. This is really good for Reverboa at this moment. Now, great heal, great resustain coming out from What the Fuck, putting a lot of pressure, trying to re-counter on this one. Good job by Reverboa. Now, this is some good action. This is what I thought I would see here. Now, let's take a quick look at What the Fuck Red. He's completely out of cooldowns. He's got no cleanse. He's got 6 stacks of Torment, 7, and resustains on top of it. Reverboa going back at him. He knows he's in big trouble. He tries to get that. He's got his Contemplation of Purity, just pops. It's getting really low here, boys. This is going to be clutch time. We will go to see a game 3. He gets his heal off. He does have the shield. He's got full cooldowns on his Mason shield. Push back. That was a clutch pulled back, and giving him a little bit of extra time to get that judge's intervention. And I believe he's specced into healing off every meditation that he uses. He's got his Smite back on. Reverboa's in a little bit of trouble. Let's see if he's got that heal. He's got a couple seconds left. He's got a bit of burning on him that could put some pressure down. What the Fuck Red is going back at him, but there's no more heals. We hit the map mechanic. Oh no! Capture really quick so we can get a little more action in here. Thank you. Is Masudo me? Yes, sir. Is that Dean? Yes, sir. Dean L. Do I have Dean L in there? Yeah, I do have Dean L. Sorry about that, guys. Let me get back to the action over here. We got ABC, and ABC used to do a lot of my tournaments. He did really well, so he's a very experienced player. Big O. I've never seen Big O before, but he's definitely putting in some work, going completely through the Reaper Shroud over here. ABC's in a little bit of trouble. He's got to back out and try to resustain on that. He's got to use that heal. Beautiful knockback coming out from Spooky over here. Ooh, Lord, Spooky. Coming out of nowhere. I got to take a look at his build really quick. ABC is a veteran of this, so he knows how to work under pressure. He's not getting too nervous or too jumpy over here. He's using LOS to his advantage, getting to the high ground. Spooky with some nice burst shot. He finally gets a little bit of Reaper, finally gets that heal up, but Spooky is putting in the work here, boys. Oh my God. And don't forget, guys, we have a Fashion Wars cosplay tomorrow. Fashion Wars cosplay. So let's take a quick look at ABC. He's already started an engagement. Death Magic, Blood Magic, Soul Reaping, running a Dagger, Warhorn with Staff, Lynx, and Demolisher. I'm going to be making a video of this as well in a condensed version, putting it on YouTube so you guys can kind of see yourselves in action. It's always nice to see yourselves in the third person. Perfect, Juice. You're going to take my spot. Here we go, ABC trying to put the pressure back on him. He's doing much better here, I believe. I wasn't able to see what he was using. He's really, and as I mentioned, he's a very experienced player, and he's countering Spooky as much as he can over here, doing a really good job. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see if his first build, because I like to go back in the video and see if they cheated or anything like that for future reference. But here we go, ABC trying to keep the pressure up onto him. Spooky backing off, and he's just trying to get his cooldowns back. As you can see, he went through everything, and that's the strength of the pack. You got to really be on eye out for that when he's going in for that big burst. But ABC doing a really good job. Ooh, and Spooky getting cucked. He tries to get the big push off, but he actually gets cucked, and ABC comes right back. Now he's in a dominant position over here, really showing it. Spooky coming in for the big burst. ABC mitigating most of that over here. Now he's waiting for that strength of the pack. He's got a couple of his cooldowns. He does have the lightning reflexes if he needs to get out of a hot spot, but he is a ranger. Val goes into stealth. Beautiful combo over there with the field. You see the heal back up. 23 seconds. This is where ABC's got to put the pressure down. Ooh, Spooky gets cucked. Tries to go with that rapid fire, but he gets cucked by the ramp. Now is ABC trying to put the pressure on. This is where it's going to be dangerous for Spooky because he has no source of heal, and he just takes an incredible amount of damage. Control Shift F, I think it was. Here we go. Sorry about that, guys. We couldn't see underneath. Buki's in big trouble. ABC's still got a lot of health, and there's no healing after this last 3 seconds. Let's see his heal. Oh, he just gets it off in time. Clutch from Buki over here. ABC's in a dominant position. He can control and command this right now. He has all the fears, but there is a couple knockbacks that Buki can use, because if they do fall into the pit at the bottom, that's exactly what he wants to do. Ooh, ABC gets out in time. Buki is down. We're going into it. But also at the same time, now how's Buki gonna counterplay on top of ABC? Now ABC countered onto him and countered on him really, really well. Now I was saying before, the experienced players know what the other player is running, so he can kind of counter it. Nice damage coming out there, and good job from ABC going in there fully. Ooh, he's able to build up some big amount of Reaper Shroud over here. This is gonna be tough for Buki to kind of burst through that, but nice chunk that he just took from him. That's exactly what you want to see. There's a lot of torment on him. He does have his heal back up. Oof, this is gonna be dangerous. That's gonna be sucking a lot off, and he's not able to get the cleanse as well. That's super bad over. It's unfortunate for Buki over here. Really fortunate for ABC. Great placement. A lot of Condi cover. Excellence of execution over there. Guys, this is my first tournament back. You gotta give me a break here. My callouts aren't the greatest. Buki again trying to put the pressure on him. This is going to be tough. ABC's got his number. He's got to really got to put on the moves. He's got to feint a lot. He's got to be very wily back up. And I don't know if it would be beneficial for Spooky to wait for it to come down to the map mechanic, unless he's got a really big burst that he can put down on him, or if he can use the map mechanic to his advantage to kind of get him in there, mob him inside the AoE, and just burn him down that way. I think that will be the most viable option, because right now ABC is just hunkering down on the HP. He's not allowing any heavy damage to come on top of him, and he's just eating all the damage that Spooky can put out. Really good job by ABC over here. And as I mentioned, he's won tournaments in the past, and he was not going to be embarrassed. He's like, nah, I'm coming out strong. Oh, sorry, boys. I got the mascot over here. Let me know if the stream is still good. Gonna watch me clap this nerd. Yeah, Stu's in the house. What up? It's a party. Hey, Stu's. Hey, I don't know if you guys know, but Stuzington is another streamer. He streams Escape from Tarkov. If you guys like FPSs, you should definitely check him out. Stu's, if you want, drop your link in the Twitch chat, buddy. Here comes Buki. Now he's trying. This is the map mechanic. It's a little bit of an advantage. Nice pushback. Oh, he should have waited a little longer. That's exactly what he needed to do. As you can see, let me control F over here. As you can see, the AoE is starting to enclose or encroach onto the entire surface area. This is where he can use it to his advantage. ABC is over there. He's got to use the knockback, but he's got full shroud over here. This doesn't look good for Spooky. He does not have anything left. Signet of Renewal. The heal won't do anything. He tries to get the big pressure. This is what he needs. Nice little bit evade frames to buy him a little more time. This knockback could do it. Come on, no! He falls back into the AoE. Berserker Amulet. Now I know Deuce for a long time. He's played since launch, so he's a very strong guy. He plays a lot of different funky classes and a lot of different builds. He's a theory crafter extraordinaire. Biff, I don't think I've seen him before. Let me just take it. No, I've never seen Biff before, not to my knowledge, but I'm curious to see how this goes. And he's running on full balls to the walls mode. Nice Mage Bane tether on that one. He does get the big pull. Nice Bulls charge into 100 blades. Big damage. Oh my lord, I can't even watch that. Jesus, beautifully executed from Biff. Beautiful crisp combos coming out from everyone, and if we don't know the Biff name Biff, we know it now. I'll tell you what, here he comes, being patient with the big sword throw. Nice pull coming out from Deuce, not able to capitalize. Beautiful whirlwind coming out from Biff to counter on top of his counter. Nice job. Doesn't get the leap with the dagger on top of it, trying to get some extra pressure. Good defense coming out from the Deuce or counter, but good job Biff getting ready for it, putting the shield block up. Ooh, gets a little cucked. That was a little bit of a weird glitch in the animation, catching Deuce by surprise, getting the big CC, trying to keep the pressure, getting Deuce on the run over here. This is not good news. Big, forcing him to go into Reaper. 100 blades right into it. It's that Berserker Amulet that's just tearing right into him. Biff taking this away. Oof, lord. Here we go, boys. Let's see what this guy's got on me. Oh, minions. Back off, get your own sandwich. disappear off too. Ah! Don't hurt me, sir. Please, I beg of you. I'm just a poor boy from a poor family. Here we go. Oh, I can't do anything. Come down here and fight me, you coward. Foul fiend! Damn it, I missed with that. That was huge. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, this is bad news. Damn it. This is dead. This is dead. There's no way I'm gonna beat him. Lord have mercy on my soul. I beg of you, sir. Don't hurt me. This is the end of the days. Oh, bitch. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, no, he's gonna die. No. That's so early. Stupid face. I should have waited a little bit before I used any of that combo. Don't touch me, sir, please. Can't put so much Condi on him. Get back here, you scoundrel. He's just baiting me. I. Lord, please don't do it. I beg of you, sir, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. Please don't do it. Do inside this arena. Very curious to see who ends up on top. Here we go, Zane going in with the quick stealth, trying to get that quick engagement. Nice barrier coming up, or block shield coming from Rose over here. Sergeant Gemini and a little bit of pressure. Nice roots coming out from Zane, trying to get a lot of extra damage up onto him, or if even just force him to go through a lot of cooldowns to kind of close that gap and get that distance down. Zane doing a good job of mitigating. Nice gap closer coming out from Zane right into his stealth, comboing very beautifully. But you can see Rosel still sitting really well, being patient. As I mentioned, these are both experienced fighters. They have a lot of their utility left over. He's not getting too complacent. He's just trying to soften each other up. Nice push coming out from Sergeant over here, Rose. I'll use their in-game names so you guys can differentiate a little easier. There's a lot of cat and mouse over here. I'm just trying to get away from here. Being underneath that when you're spectating is a little difficult. The camera angles are a little funny. Nice combo coming out, but Sergeant Gemini shaking off a lot of that damage. And as you can see, they're both kind of just autoing each other down as much as they can to try to get them or force them to use some of their cooldowns. Nice kick, good combo, nice jump. Perfect over here coming out from Zanessa, but Rose kind of shaking it all off. I believe he went through, yeah, there you go. As you can see, Rose was over, Zane was actually able to bring him down to about half health, and as you can see, he went through all of his cooldowns to resustain, and now this is where Zane wants to capitalize. You got to keep in mind that the cooldowns for Guardian are very, very quick, so your window of opportunity is short, and he's got to take advantage of that. Now, maybe this is as when it gets down to this time, when there's only 25 seconds left in the matchup, you got to start really taking into consideration the map mechanic. So saving your cooldowns to do a big burst just before that map mechanic engages, or using your heal just before that map mechanic engages. Making sure your opponent's health stays low when you get them low. Just constantly staying on top of them, keeping the pressure up. Nice stealth there. We got 5 seconds left over here. They're both fully topped up. Zane's got all his cooldowns available to him. Sergeant Gemini will have the same in about 7 seconds time. Here we go. Nice counter. He's got a lot of barrier up to eat the first little bits of damage. He does catch him right off the block. That was nicely timed from Zane. Good pushback from Rose. Oh, Zane unfortunately falling down to the bottom. This is unfortunate. Then jumping right through it. Oh, no. Zane throwing the match on this one. Maybe a little bit of nerves played into it, but very lucky. Oh, my God. And he pushes him right back. This could be it. Oh, my God. What a topsy-turvy event at the end here. They're both at low health. He's sitting on 17 and 20%. Nice sustain. Zane again falls in. L and Musuto. All right, let me get rid of that display capture. Here we go into engagement number 2, or round number 2 for Zane and Rose. This was what a matchup that was at the end. Kind of throughout the game, it was a little bit slow. There was a lot of lulls involved. They have a lot of sustain. They have a lot of CC. They can easily keep their HP up. Okay, perfect. Oh, cap, sorry, Deuce. There we go. Now, this is going to be a lot of that. Now, I think they both kind of understand that. Ooh, Zane keeping up the good pressure over here, but you can see he's got a lot of cooldowns. This is Zane's opportunity now. He's got to put up the pressure over here. Rose doing a good job of counter pressuring, force Zane to go away, knowing that he's got no cooldowns left, buying him a little bit of that breathing room, allowing those ticks to go off so he can get his cooldowns back. And as you can see, he's almost fully got his cooldowns right back, cycling them really, really well coming out from Rose. Let's take a look at Zane over here. He has just used Strength of the Pack. This is where, or Entangle. He did get the Entangle. Maybe that was just to buy him a little bit of time. I'm not too sure. He wasn't able to capitalize on that big stun. He actually ports down when Zane goes up. A little more time is available to them. Now I'm pretty sure they're going to have to start looking at the end game here. We got about 40 seconds left in this matchup. He's got to be careful. Goes into the stealth, tries to re-engage. Nice block coming out from Zane on this one. Yeah, this one's going to be down to the timer for sure. Now you got to kind of keep an eye on your cooldowns. You don't want to be wasting them too quickly. You can't get too complacent now. As you can see, Rose is sitting on them. Nice big damage coming out from him. If he was able to hold that off just a little longer until more towards the end where he can't heal through it. But that's the kind of spike damage that he's going to require when it comes down to the timer. Nice. He gets him in the binding roots. He's not able to reconnect on it. Nice evade frames coming out, trying to keep the damage. Zane's got to be careful here. There's a lot of jump animations and jump back animations coming from Ranger over here. This is good. Really good entrance into the halfway to full health. This is how he wanted to start it on the upper hand. Rose has really got to put in the work. He uses his renewed focus to try to use any last ditch effort. He can't use the heal from Virtue of Resolve, but he is getting some nice counter pressure. There's a lot of burns. Rose ends up falling down to the bottom and dying exactly the same way Zane did in the first quarterfinals. Here we go, Zane with the big shoes. Okay, perfect, Alex. No problem at all. He says he goes poo-poo. All right, Zane is Zanessa over here. This is going to be another long one where the boys are going to push it to that 2-minute timer. Maybe Rose is going to try to take a little bit of advantage and go a little more aggressive, but I don't believe he's built for that. It's more of the long haul. There's no join over here, Red Bench. There is no join over here, okay? There you go, Zane. Trying to get that little counteroffensive. Nice CC coming up from here, but I don't believe it was CC. I think it was Zane just using the elbow of that ramp to kind of mitigate any damage coming his way. Nice big damage coming out from Zane. He's got a lot of sustain, but if he's able to land those big moves, he can put out heavy pressure, which is kind of nice, because usually when you go for more of that tanky spec, you don't have access to that big burst damage. So it's kind of nice that Zane does have that, and as you can see in that last round. Nice job coming out from Rose over here, really putting the pressure onto him. Zane getting caught with his pants down, not really being able to resustain from this. This is a big advantage for Rosehurst. As you can see, he's already used his heal. He's at half health. He's starting to resustain over here. Rose got a little complacent. He got very excited and started to go for big damage. Zanessa saw that opportunity and started to counter pressure back onto him, giving him a little more time. And as you can see, his heal comes back off cooldown. He's able to counter pressure. We got 30 seconds left on the cooldown. cooldown. This is where you want to start being careful now. Zane doesn't have much in the way of cooldowns, but by the time that timer comes, he will have them. His health is fully topped up. Let's take a quick look at Ro's health. He is sitting very pretty over here. Let's see what he tries to do. If I was Ro's health, maybe around the 5-second mark, I'd pop Litany of Wrath and just go full ham onto Zanessa, or try to force that little bit of his cooldowns, a little bit of block, so when it does get into that timer, he can just chunk down on his health as hard as he can. Or pray to God that he messes up on a misclick and he jumps into the AoE once more. All of these rounds have been death by AoE, so I'm very curious to see if they're able to skate away from this one. Zanessa almost backpedaling right off the top of the ledge. Nice push coming out from Rose, but it was a jump on top of Zanessa, so he was able to skirt that AoE damage. Nice CC coming out, or big damage coming out with the evade frames coming up. He pops the renewed focus, trying to get that big counter pressure, drops the AoE down, trying to get that burning anything he can on top of him. Nice reapplication, but he does have the heal, and that's smart from Zane, because even if the heal doesn't heal, he's still able to remove condies with it. So it's really beneficial over here, as you can see, removing all the burning. This is coming down toe to toe. What a neck and neck battle between both of these individuals. Really, really nice stuff. He gets him in the dangling roots, AoE from the outside. Zane's got to be careful here. He could still get pushed. He falls into the AoE. He goes down, and that's it for Zane. That's Rose Health who takes it. Oh my God. Take a look at his what his build was exactly, particularly. Beastmaster, Mercs, Wilderness. Yes, I did. All right, Kieran White going up. Now, big good engagement coming out from Malachi. I have never seen any of these participants, I don't think, before, so I'm curious to see what their skill level is. Nice engagement over here. Good job from Kieran. Keep an eye on those animations and knowing that he was coming for his. Nice mitigating, building a little bit of distance. He's used a lot of his cooldown. Strength of the pack has already been used, so most of his main damage has already been put down. Nice CC. He's able to completely mitigate that. Unfortunate for Kieran over there, but as you can see, as soon as he pushed him back, tried to go with the rapid fire. See, noticed it didn't work. He ended up putting down the big AoE to try to get any sort of damage on top of the opponent that was CC'd. Now, Malachi's in a little bit of a hurt over here. He's got to try to get some counter pressure, but this is the way of the Revenant. Staying low, looking low, and then using the heal to kind of counter up. But Kieran noticing the buff, the heal buff instantaneously, mitigating any sort of damage. Unfortunate, but still good for Malachi, able to get some good heals up. Kieran's got to be a little more careful on putting out the damage. He goes again for the CC. Nice knockdown on the CC. Tries to get some counter down, but nice reflexes coming out from, or lightning reflexes coming out from Kieran on that one to mitigate all that big burst that Malachi was trying to set up. That was great setup from Malachi, but just not enough coming out from him, forcing a lot of those cooldowns to be used. Nice burst, and now Malachi over here, Kieran really putting on the hurt. Both opponents really going toe-to-toe, really nice so far. A lot of the matchups have been really nice. Nothing too lopsided. A lot of entertaining fights so far. I'm super curious to see what the quarterfinals are going to bring, especially considering the type of matches that we've had so far. I think it's only going to get better. Really excited. Nice big burst over here. Now we're going again into the map mechanic. We got 5 seconds left until the map mechanic has started. Beautiful job by Malachi over here. As you can see, really putting a lot of that counter pressure, not allowing him to heal in any way, but the the troll engine does allow him to remove a lot of Condi. Beautiful pushback. He's standing in the AoE. I don't think he realizes he's got to get out of there. Ooh, Lord, I don't know how he didn't eat any damage. He was like the Terminator, just walking through that AoE. Goes into the bubble to try to get a little more bit of his cooldowns back, but he's also keep in mind he can't heal over here. Nice job, good pushback. Kieran really taking advantage of the map over here, using it to his full. Here we go, Kieran versus Malachi again. I have never seen these guys before, so I'm always a little when you hear me go Malachi, Kieran, I'm trying to pick it up as fast as I can. Nice AoE, just trying to keep him his distance. Let's see if Kieran, nice, goes into the stealth, sends the dog in to go do his dirty work, using the elbow of that ramp to mitigate a lot of the damage. Nice knockdown coming out from Malachi, trying to get the big pressure onto him. Malachi Kieran just using a couple dodge rolls to get out of that. As you can see, most of his damage mitigators are still available to him. He can get out and put up the big pressure. Nice job. Just using the dodges, using his sword skills or his weapon abilities to do a lot of the work for him. Nice quality of a veteran player. Let's watch Malachi a little more. I haven't been focusing on him too much, and that's mainly because I don't know Revenants too well. I just see a lot of splashy AoE. But here we go, trying to keep the pressure up onto him. Nice evade back over here. Kieran just trying to AoE or just trying to auto attack, forcing Malachi to use a little bit of his cooldowns, and then when he's nice and soft, going in with a big burst. And there you can see that's exactly what he was trying to do. Go in with those soft AoEs, or not those, just those regular auto attacks to force Malachi. Nice pushback. And you got to be very careful in where you're using these pushbacks. That's the third time or second time that Kieran has been cucked by the pushback and the rapid fire. But Malachi doing a really good job and taking full advantage of his CCs. When he pushes him back, he capitalizes a lot. Now, this is exactly what Malachi or Kieran wanted to do. Get that big knockback. Now, Malachi's in a big, bad spot for him. He's completely in the open. He has no LOS to get anywhere, but he does have his heal over here. If he baits it well, he can get the full advantage out of it. Nice job over here, but Kieran noticing it really well, sitting back, not putting any pressure. Oh no, putting extra damage onto him. That was bad move from Kieran over here, not keeping an eye on the heal of the Revenant. Malachi getting huge advantage. Nice knockback, going in for the kill over here, getting some big pressure, but Kieran able to easily sustain. This does not look good for Malachi on this one. The AoE is going to be coming into effect right now. He's got to get to the top node. Doesn't look good. Looks like Kieran will be taking this one. Malachi doing everything he can, going into the evade frame rush. If he can get a knockback here, maybe he could push him into the AoE. I'm not counting it out yet. We've seen even bigger miracles, but just split the earnings between first, second, and third, or should first place get all the loot? So there's a straw poll that I put inside there. Take a look at the straw poll. Should first place get the 300 gold, or should we split the 300 gold between first, second, and third? Let me know. No problem at all, Dean. It's my pleasure to host for you guys. I really do enjoy it, bringing the community together. Let me watch this match here, though. Red, what the fuck, Red? That's Red Avenged versus Arkansas Alex. Alex putting up the pressure. I believe they're running similar builds over here. He's got to be careful. Let's take a look over here. He's run through a lot of his cooldowns. He still does have his renewed focus available to him. He's got Honor, Zeal, and Valor. He's running with Scepter, Shield, with a Sword and Focus. This is a lot of tit for tat, a lot of AoE attacks going on here. We got Alex running something a little similar. He's got Sword, Shield with Scepter, Focus. Actually quite different. Very interesting to see here. Triple OG taking the brunt of the damage. Red Revenge still sitting really pretty. Alex not looking too bad. I think this one's going to go again into the map mechanic. I believe this is going to be going into the map mechanic once again, boys. We got 35 seconds left in the map mechanic. Red Avenge is trying to keep the pressure. Alex is trying to get any pressure onto him, but Red really knows Guardian, especially if he's playing like a counter build. This is going to be difficult. But Alex really saving his heal. He's got to be careful. Make sure he's got his health ready for the big up on the re-up on the map mechanic. Nice pushback coming from Red Avenge, trying to keep that counter pressure up. Alex is in a little bit of trouble here. He's got to get some pressure down onto him. He drops a couple AoEs. Nice pushback, trying to get that counter, but ooh, the consecration is just so strong. He hasn't even used it, actually. Oof, it was just to save yourself. Map mechanic has been engaged. This is where they got to get their big burst down. He's got his shield up, mitigating a lot of that pressure coming out from Alex. Alex doesn't have any burns. He drops down into the AoE. He's able to mitigate that with the renewed focus. Clutch play over here. They're both really low. This could go either way at this moment. Pushback from Alex. He's getting the pressure out to Red Avenge. Red Avenge uses the renewed focus. And he goes down. That's OG Alex who takes the first round. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, and the troll hard at work almost instantaneously. As soon as he gets the down, he starts the shit talk in the map chat immediately. Individuals, a lot of pressure on Red now. He's got to win 2 in a row. He cannot be complacent. He's got to go full hammer. I want to see if he goes more reserved and he kind of be more careful, or if he wants to make a statement and goes really hard at him. And as you can see, that 1-1-1-1-1-1-1 or 2-2-2-2-2 is being pulled very quickly. Alex spitting hard facts. Alex not having any mercy. Really, he's going to try to eliminate him on this one, but I think it's going to go down to the AoE again, or to the map mechanic. But Red Revenge doing a really good job bringing that big pressure up onto Alex. Alex is a little bit low on health. He does get that big heal up. He does have his Virtue of Resolve, but he's going to be saving that for any big stacks of burning that he has on top of him. This is going to be really interesting. We got 1 minute and 10 seconds left in this map mechanic. Let's see what happens here, boys. 1 minute left. Both of them just going tit for tat over here. Alex has got to be really careful. And that was a really clutch renewed focus from both of them. But I think the renewed focus on Red Revenge was a little too late. If you lose renewed focus when you're too low on HP, there's nothing that the virtues give you that can save you from that low health. One little burst and you're going down. But nice over here from Alex. He's actually turned the tables on Red Revenge. Let's take a look at Red Revenge over here. He still has a lot of cooldowns. He's able to get the knockback back on Alex. Alex is still sitting good on his cooldowns. We got 30 seconds left in this map. This is what it's going to come down to, that last little ditch effort play. Nice pressure coming out from Alex on both sides. Both of these guys are sitting kind of low. Really good job from both of them. I could not tell you who's doing better. They're both putting up very, very good performances here. Nice pushback coming from Alex on this one. They both have their moments when they get complacent or when they don't have enough cooldowns left. This is dangerous for Alex. He doesn't have much left in the tank. He's got 6 seconds left. He's trying to mitigate as much damage as he can. He's got to use that heal now, Alex. Oh, he just gets the heal off in time, putting the heavy pressure back onto Red Revenge. Red Revenge doesn't have the heal to start with. Good job from Alex getting that good timing on the burst. Good job from Red Revenge at the same time keeping those burning stacks on top of Alex. Alex is in a little bit of trouble here. They both have the renewed focus. Lots of damage going down both ways. The renewed focus has been used. Alex is trying to get the autos on top of him. This could go either way. Alex gets it down. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Arkansas Alex is eliminated. Red Revenge. The upset. The upset. Ladies, I did not expect that, ladies and gentlemen. Alex takes that flawless victory in a 2-0 upset. Autumn Leaf, if you click that link in straw poll, you can vote. So anybody who wants, we're going to be closing the voting after the quarterfinals. This way, those guys who are in there can't manipulate the standings. Nice job coming out from Yuki. Nice job coming out from ABC. Really putting up the pressure. Just a lot of those autos on top of him. Let's take a quick look at Yuki. Oof. He's going to be very scary over here. ABC trying to get any counter pressure, but it's hard to catch him. He's so wily, like a slippery fish, just juking out of everything, laying down those blinds. And if you're not blinded, he's dodging. And if he's not dodging, he's stealth. Really good job. This is going to be really difficult for ABC. But as we saw in the first round, or in ABC's first match, his ability to adapt to his opponent is incredible. He did an amazing job in the first round. Now he's starting to get the feels for Yuki over here. He's understanding what his opponent is putting out. Now let's see how ABC, but it's still not over. He still has a lot left in his bag of tricks, but Yuki is hounding him the entire round. It doesn't look very good. He tries to get that big CC down from the Golem, but he doesn't connect. That was beautiful mitigation coming out from Yuki. Just really good job from all the opponents on this one. That's my rusty commentating, guys. ABC doesn't look good on this one. Looks like he's going to go down, but this is why we have a best of 3, so you don't just get cucked and pushed out not knowing what the guy's running on his spec-wise. This way you have the advantage. We're going to watch Red Revenge a little bit for this one. Nice job from ABC trying to keep him away. As you can see, he's sustaining a lot more of the damage, mitigating a lot of that. There you go. This is the counter pressure here. Yuki not getting his way. And now quickly going into Reaper Shroud. Very good job coming out from ABC. Seeing the big burst was going to come down. Letting the Reaper Shroud soak in a lot of that damage. Yuki coming back in. Giving him literally no time to breathe. Beautiful Golem stun coming out from ABC. Perfectly timed. Now Yuki has been very good at mitigating those. Especially coming from the Golem. Because it is very, the animation is very apparent. Or it's very telegraphic, excuse me. Nice job still from ABC, trying to get some counter pressure onto Yuki. Yuki trying to burn through a lot of that Reaper Shroud, trying to get as much back as he can. This is going to be tough for him over here. He's trying to recall his minions as much as he can. Yuki just haymaking everywhere, just putting out the damage onto the minions, just eating them alive, not allowing ABC to get any kind of counter pressure on top of it, especially with things like the Dagger Storm, just eating through all of his minions. Really tough position over here for Yuki. Another big Golem that's not over yet. ABC's getting the really heavy counter pressure, but Yuki is slippery and he can't get away very far. Nice big burst. He does have his fear coming out from Staff 5 over here, coming from ABC. Does get the counter pressure. He does have have the heal from Taste of Death. Goes back into Reaper Shroud. Yuki trying to get away to mitigate a little bit of that damage. Re-up on his health. As you can see, he did exactly that. And that's the dangerous part of Yuki. At any moment, he can just choose, you know what? I don't want to be in this engagement anymore. I'm in disengaging, getting out, re-upping on my heals, and then going to come back in when I'm a little more comfortable and I got a couple more cooldowns. Big fear coming out, not able to connect onto Yuki. Yuki sitting at the bottom, being very sneaky. The epitome of thief over here. This is how you want a thief player to play, man. Just in and out a lot, very, very quick, doing the damage and disappearing before you can even target him. Good job from Yuki. Valiant effort coming out from ABC. It is not over yet. There are still things. 6 stacks of torment. He's stuck over there. He cannot move. He ends up going down. That's ABC. Oh my God. What is happening here today, ladies and gentlemen? These incredible clutch plays. Pog champs everywhere. Holy moly. Oh, you're the best, man. You're the fucking best, man. The community is really, really good, man. Guild Wars 2 community is really, really solid, man. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are amazing. I could not do these without you guys. Incredible. From the participants to the viewers to the donators, everybody. Thank you. Okay, let me just shut up here. Let's get back to the action, guys. This is a game 3 quarterfinals. Our first quarterfinals was fucking epic. Our second nice burst coming out from Yuki from the ABC over here. At those clutch torment. Yuki got caught with his pants down, not able to clear that torment, and just slowly ticking away on him, not able to counter pressure. This is not looking good for Yuki. Now with a little more pressure on him, he doesn't have that swag to him anymore. Getting that loss has kind of tarnished that confidence of his, so you can see ABC's confidence starting to rise. Yuki a little more nervous. Let's see how he handles it here. You can see Yuki's not as evasive anymore either. He's starting to stay inside the pit. He's staying within that range. He's not giving him any quarter. He's just going full ham, and I'm not sure if it's going to work to his advantage or not, but it seems to be working quite well right now. Yuki is really doing a number onto ABC. ABC goes into Shroud, trying to back him off a little bit. Dagger Storm has been procced. Let's see what happens here. He's going back into his stealth. This is going to be dangerous over here for ABC. He's got to be careful. He does got a little bit of distance. He's got to be able to use that golem. Nice heal coming out from Yuki. White back up. He does have the stun over here, but he was able to connect twice with that big stun on him. He goes back into Shroud and mitigates some of that damage. Yuki looks like he's dominating this one, but we cannot count out ABC yet. He was a master on that last one, able to come back with it, gets the heal off using that that demon no matter what. He was last ditch effort trying to get that slow heal, but there's so much burst coming out from Yuki. He just didn't have enough left in his tool belt, and Yuki ends up getting the win. Really, really, really good job from both of these participants. That was incredible to watch. Doom, Revocation, Energy, and Escape. He's running Traveler with a Carry On, Blood Magic, Soul Reaping, and Reaper. This is going to be quick. I got to keep an eye on him. Now, Rose has got to be careful here. He doesn't have much Reaper Shroud to start with, but this is good. He's already gone into Spectral Walk, so whatever he hits him with, he's got him on the Mage Bane. Nice pull. Gets him in the big Arcing Slice. He goes into Reaper to try to mitigate that, but that was just not in time enough. Another Bull's Charge. 100 Blades right onto him. Going full Berserk. Nice job from Elena using that worm to teleport up, but it just, he ate a lot still. Goes into Reaper Shroud. Biff has got to be careful here, but he's got him on the run. This is exactly what he wanted. He goes into Rampage. Big rock throw. He goes into the rush again. Gets the big stop. Alina's in big trouble. Arcing Scythe, but he was slowed. Mage Bane perfectly executed. Biff really putting on a clinic over here today. Holy shit. Getting him, not giving him any breathing room. Biff, what the fuck is happening? Things like the Spectral Walk maybe a little faster, or maybe the teleport on the Flesh Worm maybe a little faster. Things like that. He's got to be very careful for the CCs. Here comes right big with another stun. A nice Arcing Slice right on top of him. Being under here is really hard for the camera angle. I apologize. Nice job from Alina. Able to get some counter pressure onto him. That's what he wants. Building up a little bit of Shroud, giving that distance. Now Biff is in a little... This is not normal that I've seen Biff in this situation. Let's see how he deals with it. Big heal coming out. Nice mitigation on that dodge roll. He's got Spectral Walk up. Build up a lot of Shroud. Good job coming out from him. Alina Rosewood taking, that's all it takes from a warrior. Just 2 real placed hits. He goes into Rampage. This is going to be hard for Alina as soon as he comes out of Shroud. It's going to be difficult. He's got to get some sort of fear up. Biff not giving him any breathing room. He's got the fear on staff 5. He's trying to get the frost, but it's not able to go off. Good job coming out from Alina. That was really hard pressure coming out from Biff. Ooh, that's intimidating stuff right there. I would not want to fight that man, I tell you what. As I mentioned, guys, I may be making a video, so I go through quickly, very, very fast for you, but at the same time, when you're watching the video, you can pause it, look at their build fully if you're interested in it, and then mimic it. So Kieran dropping a lot of that AoE down, forcing him. They're kind of standing, waiting to feel each other out. Now the feeling out phase is pretty much, you got a good idea of what your opponent's going to bring to the table. You've seen them in already in 3 or 2 matches, so you kind of have an idea of what you're going to be going against. Now you can see Rose just trailing him, trying to get some Condi down. Kieran has already used his strength of the pack, interestingly enough. Maybe he got cucked on it because it didn't look like he was trying to combo it with anything else. He's got the pet doing a lot of his dirty work up on Rose health, and this could be dangerous for Rose. He's running with Menders over here, so he does have a lot of healing power, but that's nice knockback coming in with the big burst. Coming from a Guardian, they do have a lot of teleports. They do have a lot of blocks and blinds available to them. But the rapid fire is really nice for blocks and blinds, just eating them quickly and then getting right into the meaty flesh of Rose. And I think Kieran understands that this is probably going to be going to the map mechanic. So he's not getting too complacent. He's not going too crazy. We even saw him use strength of the pack and he didn't even use his combos. Maybe he fat fingered the strength of the pack and he's kind of waiting for that to come back off cooldown so he can re-engage with it. I'm not entirely sure, but we're about to find out. Strength of the pack is up. There is 35 seconds. I believe he's going to be waiting till the map mechanic. He has experienced it once already. Big damage up onto him. You're going to want to kind of hold on to that until that map mechanic comes. Or at least until the 5-second mark to keep that heavy pressure onto him. And I think Rose knows as well that it's going to be going to the map mechanic on top of it. He does have that heal. Ooh, he gets caught by that big knockback and the jump fall from the sky. Taking at least 3 or 4k from his health on that one. That was very unfortunate. Rose health using the bubble to mitigate any of those arrows, but the dog is still there just gnawing on his ankles, giving him no quarter. Again, now this is where he can really put the pressure onto Kieran. He doesn't have too much defensively, but neither does Rose health. He just has a lot of healing. And that doesn't do anything from this situation. He's got to try to get that burning. Strength of the pact has been popped by Kieran. Kieran trying to get the rapid fire, but he can't connect because he's getting cucked by the elbow. He drops the big AoE. Nice shield coming out from Rose health, but there again, the bird just putting up the pressure onto him. Rose has just got to go balls for the walls at this moment because that pet is going to constantly take him out. He needs one big burst. He has nothing left. Oh, he does have the shield to come up. 800 health. Can he get some counter pressure? He's got nothing, no utility. Big pushback coming out from Kieran, and he gets the win on this one. That's game 1 going. Let's see what you got, Rose. Kieran waiting in his spawn. I believe they both understand this is probably going to be going out. Let's see if he changed any of his utility here. Nope. Still sticking with it, sticking to his guns, baby. Nice block back, nice pressure up. And that was a good use of the Shield of Wrath. I think Shield of Wrath procs 3 of them. Create a block to block the next 3 attacks. So that would have chewed up a lot of the rapid fire. Nice. Now these guys are just kind of softening each other up. None of this is really serious to trying to kill damage. This is just trying to soften each other up. Get them to use a lot of their utility. Blocks and blinds. Things of that nature. That pet, I would be so frustrated with that pet constantly gnawing at me the whole round. And Kieran is using that pet excellently. As you can see, he's putting him in a place of relative safety where he's got LOS. He's very far away from ports, and just kind of letting the pet tick away at Rose health. Maybe even playing into his psyche a little bit. As you can see here, mitigating as much as he can. And now you can start seeing Kieran Rose using that to his advantage. Understanding that the pet is AoE, or not AoE, but an NP's AI, so he can kind of port up and port down, giving him a little bit of breathing room from that pet. Goes for the heal. Now he's got to put up some extra damage to kind of try to get full advantage of that heal with Litany of Wrath. Once you use that heal and you start attacking, you gain extra healing from that. So that's when you got to really put down the pressure or go for that burst. Nice, trying to get that sword 3 out onto Kieran. We've got 25 seconds left here. He's got to be careful now. If you're going to go for that burst, it's got to be at that 5-10 second mark. Rose is in a little bit of trouble here. He gets that heal off. 17 seconds, 15 seconds left in this map mechanic. Counter pressing, dropping some symbols down onto him. Nice CC coming out from Kieran on that one. Real nice dodge coming out from he's using the renewed focus as well. So the evade back and then the renewed focus to mitigate that full combo coming out from push back into the AoE. He doesn't even soak it up. He uses the lightning reflexes to get out of it just in the nick of time. Rose Health trying to take full advantage, gets him in the nice stun lock on the AoE, but to no avail. Kieran gets out of it very quickly. He rolls back again out of it. This is going to be tough. He's got his work cut out for him. Oh, he tries to push him into the AoE. Nice CC. Great job from Rose Health on this one. He could potentially take them. The pressure's up. He's moving all around. Tries to jump into it. Oh, that doesn't look good. He tries to get the AoE down onto him. Kieran's down. He goes. The pet is still available to him. He's got to watch out. Oh, that's Rose Health that takes it. Ooh, my goodness. Yeah, it was the first round. Didn't have the first round was stunning performance. The second round was a game 3, or the second quarterfinals was game 3. Third was in 2, and the fourth one is going to be in 3. This is really good stuff. Really good job. Oh, let me turn my webcam on. I'm done my cigarette over here, boys. In the media display. There we go. Here we go. Kieran trying to keep the pressure up, and this one's going to go again into a game 2 of the map mechanic. I'm sure of it, and this is why I don't usually allow the map mechanic to engage too late. You know what I mean? A 3-minute match of this 3 times in a row is a little long. 1 minute is a little too short, I find. And I find 2 minutes is just perfect. You know, right in that sweet zone. How delayed is my stream here, guys? Holy moly. Sorry if I haven't responded to you guys quickly enough. Kieran, oh yeah, guys, and as well, we got Rose Hearth sitting down at 1%. Oh, sorry, guys, I'm slightly distracted. Let me get back into it here. Kieran trying to get it up. That's what she said. Huh? Kieran, they're just trying to mitigate a lot of the damage. This is not much I can talk about over here in this situation. They're just cycling through a lot of their combos. They know they're not going to get anything dangerous. Once you get to about 15 seconds is where you're going to really start to watch and see if they're doing anything cheeky here. Kieran is just trying to stay away from him as much as he can, dropping the AoE, forcing Rose to use any cooldowns, even little cooldowns like his virtues. Nice pressure coming out on him, but he's still got his heal about to come up, so he's going to be complacent, or not complacent, but patient, and reserve that for when the map mechanic is just about to proc up on him. ACC, we're going to be taking a look at Kieran. He's not going to have strength of the pack for when the I don't think he's going to be able to use strength of the pack, so it really works in the favor of Rose Health. There we go. Map mechanic has been engaged, trying to get the AoE on Kieran. He's in a little bit of trouble over there, stuck at the bottom, got cucked by that little proc. He's trying to put pressure onto Gods over here, his pet. That might have been a little bit of a mistake. Extra damage onto him. Trying to get the sword 3 block. Nice CC coming out from Kieran on that one. That was beautiful. Rose trying to use the sword 3 and immediately realizing that, knocking him off. Oof. Nice play coming out from Kieran, and that's Kieran who takes it in game 3. That's Sergeant Gemini, who falls just short of the semifinals, but that was a really good performance from both of them. Very enjoyable to watch. Really, really nice stuff here, guys. Now we're going to be moving into our first game of the semifinals. The old guy, Alex. The man who hasn't been in Guild Wars for a long time is already coming back and shocking the world. That was our champion. I think he ended up winning 5 in a row before he was finally eliminated and his class was abandoned. It was definitely entertaining. So here we go. This is going to be clutch. I don't know how Alex is going to deal with Yuki's in and out poking pressure. He's got running over here with pistol. We've already started it. I think we've seen their builds before. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Alright, here comes Yuki trying to get the pressure, and Alex is pretty smart over here. As you can see, he's forcing him into the confined area, using the LOS as much as he can, and trying to force Yuki to come and fight him in this small area, which gives him the advantage where he can just drop a lot of AoEs, try to keep that Conti pressure onto him, knock him back as much as he can, and not allowing Yuki to move around as much, just allowing him to close that gap very, very, very quickly. But at the same time, he's kind of stuck in there at the same time, so when Yuki starts to rear his teeth at him, he has no way to escape. This is going to be tough. Alex has already gone through a bit of his cooldowns. He does have renewed focus. His shield does come up, but doesn't matter. Yuki's got so much rapid fire that he's eating through the blocks very, very quickly. Tries to get the pushback. He's trying to get some sort of combo onto Yuki as much as he can. He does have the renewed focus as an oh shit button if he needs to use it, but this doesn't look good for Alex at the moment. He's got to pull that rabbit out of the hat. He is able to sustain until he gets that heal back up. Yuki just kind of looking for the opportunity. He's like a lion attacking a giant buffalo, waiting for him to get just tired and exhausted, constantly harassing, waiting for his moment to just give him that finishing strike. Nice pushback coming from Alex, trying to get outside into the open, but realizing that might not be the wisest move. Once again, he re-engages back onto Yuki. Good job coming out from both of them, and I think it might work into the advantage of OG. If I don't know, there's a lot of bursts coming out from Yuki, but at the same time, Yuki's really soft. Nice combo coming out from, not combo, but just auto fire coming out from Yuki over here. Alex has got to be able to use his heal. He does have his heal. He pops it. He does have the renewed focus. This is where he's coming in hard onto Yuki as much as he can. He gets cucked on the stunned on the cleansing light. Not able to capitalize on that. Drops a little bit of the AoEs, trying to get some burning onto Yuki. Yuki's got to be careful here. He can't be so complacent, because as soon as he gets some burning like that you see on Alex, Alex tries to recombo it again. He gets the big pushback on Yuki. Oh, nice stun from Yuki over here. He's not able to get his renewed focus. Oh, that was magnificent coming up from Yuki. Oh, I don't think this is going to work out in Yuki's favor unless he's able to get the damage down before the AoE comes in. But Alex has got to put a lot of pressure. Now you can see Yuki here. He can still teleport. Alex has got to use that. He's got to burn him down before the AoE comes up. He does have that little bit of match. Oh, I don't know if he's going to be able to get the downstate. He does. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh my goodness. What is happening here, ladies and gentlemen? Alex, the monster killer, the destroyer. So, do you have any particular things that you've enjoyed? But this one is probably one of my favorites so far. All of Alex's matches have been very entertaining. Good job coming out from Alex over here, trying to keep that AoE up on him. This class is very dominant. This is, I don't know, he's not sticking to his old tactic, and he's kind of like, you know what? It worked last time. Let me go back in. And Yuki's not going to be doing the same thing. I think he's going to be trying to take any moment of opportunity. He's not going to get complacent. He's just going to go full ham, because he knows once it gets to that map mechanic, he's no longer having the advantage over here. He has a lot of pressure. He can choose when to engage and when not to engage, and Alex is kind of at his whim here. He doesn't have any choice. He's just got to sustain and kind of put pressure down whenever he can at any opportunity that he can. So a really good job coming from out from Alex over here. I don't think anyone has had Yuki's number yet. Nice sustain, nice pushback. He was really able to pin him down, get some good pressure. He goes into the dagger storm out of just fear. Alex is in a little bit of trouble. He doesn't want to use his renewed focus, as you can see, because as soon as he knows he uses his renewed focus, or as soon as Yuki knows he uses his renewed focus, that gives him the green light to start putting up heavy pressure. But Alex doesn't have much of a choice here. He's not going to be able to sustain much longer. He's forced into the renewed focus. He's not going to be able to have it for when that map mechanic comes up. So that's going to play a lot into the strategy that he has. So Yuki over here still keeping that pressure, doing a magnificent job of just baiting in and out, poking in and out, just getting those big shots on him whenever he can, and Alex trying to just stay away as much as he can. Good job from both of them over here. Alex surviving a little longer. He's trying to get some pressure. Those burns is what's dangerous. Good job from Yuki, being very patient on his Condi cleanse. But look at that. That's what he wants over here. Yuki cannot be aggressive at this moment. He's allowing Alex to just get a lot of his cooldowns back, and he has no choice because of his health, how low it's sitting. He goes for that big heal. That's the only time he can use it. Alex still does have his heal. Another big jamming over here. Oof. This is going to be tight. He's got 5 seconds. Is Alex going to go for the heal just in time? He's got to use that heal. He does use the heal right for the teleport, trying to put the pressure onto Yuki. Yuki goes into invis. Nice job by Alex, just trying to stay up there to mitigate LOS any of those long-range shots that he can get on top of him. He's got to be careful. He drops the LOS. Drops a little bit of that AoE, stays inside of it. Yuki doing a magnificent job of just staying far away at it, just poking. Alex goes in for the teleport. He tries to get the pushback onto Yuki, but he doesn't capitalize. Yuki's got to be careful with those. Alex does not have a heal. He does not have any damage mitigators. He doesn't have much left in his bag of tricks over here. It's going to be dangerous. Yuki, I thought Yuki fell into the AoE, but he didn't. Alex does have a push that he can use if he so chooses to use it, but he's got to be able to knock him just in the right time and push. He does get the down. Does he? Oh my god. Oh my god, no, this is going to be Yuki that takes it. This is where the AoE comes into big factor here, and it's just going to chew him down. Here we go into game 3, boys. Get your popcorn ready. Alex is going out a little bit more here. He's not going with the same old tactic. He's changing it up a little bit. Waiting for Yuki to come to him. Sword 3. Sword 3 is nice because it puts out a lot of projectiles and creates that blocking field in front of him. Yuki's been very smooth in his rhythm, just dancing in and out of stealth very nicely. Really good rogue play here. I'm enjoying it, at least. Almost seems overpowered. It's just so destructive. Alex doing a really good job over here, mitigating a lot of the damage, doing much better than in the other round. Maybe he pulled something that I didn't notice. I'm not sure if he made any major changes. You guys can be the judges. I don't think he made any major changes, but his sustain seems to be much stronger over here, consuming a lot more of the damage, evading a lot better. Mind you, does play a factor into it. He's got to try to get some burning down onto him, or maybe he didn't go Condi and he went over to the heals. Gets the renewed focus up, or the litany of wrath. But at the same time, he's not able to counter pressure onto Yuki. Big trouble over here. He didn't get the knockback. That knockback, oof, buys him a little bit of time. Yuki ends up falling down. Nice evade coming out from Triple OG. Getting that sword 3 onto him. Getting any sort of counter pressure. Those are those big burns. Yuki clears it really, really quickly. He's being very vigilant on those burns. Watching those debuffs very, very nicely. Here comes another litany of wrath. He's able to get the heal up, but I think he's going to get cucked again, being forced into using his renewed focus too early. He does have smite conditions, and he does have contemplation of purity as a little buffer heal that he can use if he so chooses. Really nice over here, putting the counter pressure onto Litany or Yuki as much as he can. He still has his contemplation. Yuki doing a really good job of sustaining as well. He looked a little bit in trouble here. Now Alex trying to just back up as much as he can. He's got to be careful he doesn't get bursted over here. Now that's exactly what Yuki's looking for, to get that extra burst onto him. Nice big push. Alex is in a little bit of trouble. He's got no contemplation of purity. He's holding on to that. This is going to be dangerous. He's got to get some sort of burning down onto him or anything. He's got his shield of wrath to come up. He's got to be careful he doesn't get too complacent. Ooh, there's the renewed focus just in the nick of time. Yuki's sitting still pretty healthy over here. He tries to get the immob, doesn't get it off. He gets the big push, and he eliminates Yuki. He falls into the AoE. Oh my god. He pulls it off, ladies and gentlemen. Arkansas Alex, now knowing when to say enough is enough. He says, I'm pushing all the way through, mama. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. He's going to the finals, ladies and gentlemen. Arkansas Alex is going to the finals. So it's going to be 25 gold to third place, 75 gold to second place, and we're going to do 200 gold to first place. And once again, thank you to all the sponsors for this tournament, guys. I could not have done this without you guys. Oh, sorry, guys. Let me get into this right away. That's Kieran here. He's washed Biff already. He knows. Look at that. And that's the intelligence of Biff, because he understands that the pet isn't in stealth, and he knows that the pet follows its master. So he just starts swinging around the pet, knowing that the Kieran is very close. Big, huge swing on this one. Let's see if Kieran went with a little tankier amulet on this one. Yeah, I think he's been using Demolisher the whole time, and this is going to be spelling disaster for Biff over here. If he's not able to capitalize on a lot of this big damage, Kieran is just going to pick him apart here. He needs to start capitalizing on that, and as you can see, he did get the Whirling Slice. He did get the Mage Bane as well. That's what he needs to do. Now, when Kieran is at half health, he's able to keep that pressure on, and now he's just got to keep that pedal down and keep pushing and not allow Kieran to get up. And this is exactly what he's executing perfectly. And if he continues to do this, he doesn't necessarily even have to worry about his own health. That's why he's able to go with this full berserker. He executes it so well. He looks easy. This is very difficult what he's doing here. This is not easy. Very good job, and especially Kieran, who's in the semifinals, who's no slouch. He's already proved his worth many times over in this tournament. So this is, again, Biff just really, really, really performing well here, shining on... firing, mitigate these major moves that he's doing. You cannot get hit by Mage Bane. You cannot get hit by Bull's Rush. And the thing with Biff, he really baits a lot of his things. He ends up using his dagger to pretend to be like his breaching strike. So you kind of get baited into it. He's just got to be careful. Put a lot of distance in between him and Biff as much as he can. Not get caught by those. That's what he's got to be careful for. As soon as he stuns him and catches him, oh, nice transfer over to the Mage Bane to the pet. He can't get caught in that big arcing slice. That Bull's Charge, 100 blades. Nice mitigation, or being able to sustain that. This is where he's got to get him. Now he's got to force that rampage. If he can force the rampage on Biff, this is where he can start turning the tide of this match. But Biff, at this point, still knows that he has Rampage. So this is always like, it's giving him that comfort, giving him that ability to be a little more aggressive. But once he doesn't have that in his back pocket, that's when things start to change. And that's when Kieran can start taking the advantage. He's doing a really good job. Oh, he gets caught in that stun. This is the CC chain that he's got to be careful for. But he mitigates a lot of that. He eats it really, really, really well. Good job. Good pushback. Just creating some distance here. This might go to the map mechanic. This is the Mike Tyson longest round in Mike Tyson's history over here. Nice combo back on Kieran. Now he's starting to put the pressure, forcing the heal from Biff over here. But that's it. That's the only bit of pressure that he was able to put down on Kieran. Or onto Biff, so Biff had a lot in his tool belt ready for him. He's not able to get that Mage Bane. Nice transfer, nice avoiding that Bull's Rush, nice evading that big arcing slice. Really good job. See there, now he's in a much better position. Forcing the Rampage over here. This is exactly what he wanted. He's just got to get away from most of this damage, and he almost has it in the bag here. You can do it, Kieran. He goes into the stealth. That was huge here. Let's see if he can use the heal. But let's take a look at his nice combo. Unfortunately, he doesn't able to recapitalize on that big knockback. But this is good. This is the position that we want to. Is he going to take down the Giant? He goes in for the blocking frame. Biff sees that big block frame. This is bad news over here. He's got to be careful. Nice lightning reflexes. He gets caught in the next stun. Nice pushback. He pushes him down. He gets pulled right into it. Oh, that was dangerous. Nice job from Biff. That was incredible. It's almost like you're coming with me. Oh my god, what happened? What happened? Oh no, he DC'd. Alright, so I'm going to leave it up to Biff. I asked Biff if he DC'd, that Kieran DC'd, and if he wants, he can redo the match, and if he doesn't, that's it, he wins and moves on. He's going to allow you to redo it. That's very nice of Biff. Really good job from Biff. Woo woo. Nice community, boys. That's what I'm saying from the beginning. Really nice stuff from everybody over here. We've had some epic matches, and we're going to get a redo, baby. We re-up and honor Kieran and Biff. Round 2, baby. Ding, ding, ding. He did really good at the end there. He was able to avoid the arcing slice. He was able to avoid the Bull's Rush. Here we go into game 2. If Biff wins this, he's moving into the finals. If Kieran wins this, we're pushing into a game 3. Tries to get that big rush on top of him. Nice pushback. Perfect placement on Kieran for this one. He's been getting cucked a little bit with those, but now he's already starting to get the feel for the map, starting to push on his opponent. Nice, nice. Good job by Red Light Reflexes. Big burst damage coming out from Biff over here. Nice CC, or a nice evade frame coming out from Kieran on that one. Biff has got his work cut out for him. I think Kieran might have his number. He's going for the early Rampage. Gets the big rock throw. Oof. This could spell disaster for Kieran. He's used a lot of his mitigation already. He doesn't have anything left. He's stuck flat-footed over here. And Kieran is just having his way with him. He's got to get away. Big Mage Bane pulls him back. He tries to get the heal, but CC's him in time. He may still survive this. He does get the Troll Engine off in time. He's trying to burst him back. He's got to build some distance. Huge arcing slice. So he's leveled up, guaranteed leveled up. Oh, sorry, Parsons. Oh shit, sorry guys, did not mean that. Yee. Sorry guys, sorry. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Stinky. That's Yuki that takes game 1. We're going into game 2 next one. I could not do these without my donators, man. You guys are the fucking best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know what's going on with you, Tyler, but be careful, buddy. Here we go with Yuki versus Kieran. Just watch your language, my friend. Yuki over here trying to put the pressure down onto Kieran as much as he can. Kieran doing a bit better job over here. At this point of the match last time, he was sitting at about 3/4 health, doing a much better job of watching his opponent, waiting for the cooldowns, LOSing a lot. Okay. Sorry guys, I just had to get rid of that guy. Here we go. Now we're moving Yuki into Kieran. Doing a much better job. We're already a minute in and they're both standing toe to toe, sitting relatively healthy health. 83%. Yuki just trying to get some auto attacks here now, trying to soften him up a little more, pushing through. He's trying to connect on this slippery opponent is so frustrating. I can only imagine the pains that he's going through right now, trying to get some combos down, and Yuki just poking in and out. I would be so frustrated. Just get the big block back again. Perfect timing on the block instantaneously. Reaction time is really, really stellar on Yuki for this one. Now we got 25 seconds left in the map mechanic. Let's take a look at Kieran's health here. He does have the troll engine. Excuse me. The troll engine has been procced. He's trying to sustain. Nice job. Going for the full block and then into the stealth to try to get the full availability of his health from the troll engine. Really, really, really nice stuff. Now we got 5 seconds left in the map mechanic. This is where it's going to come down to it. He's going into the Dagger Storm. I thought that was Dagger Storm. I'm not entirely sure, but that was really well played by Kieran, mitigating a lot of that. He's got to be careful that the animations for Ranger are very, very wonky, so he can easily put himself in a position he doesn't want to be in. Trying to get the rapid fire. He gets cucked by the edge. Trying to let the pet do a lot of the work. He's got to be careful. He's got to set that pet in. Dagger Storm has been procced. Quickly closes the gap onto Kieran. This can be clutch over here. Yuki's in big trouble. He doesn't have much left in his toolkit. He swaps over on Pet, trying to get as much damage. He gets pushed back. He's still able to survive, standing on the last bit. And that's Kieran that takes it. 1-1 series, boy. Hey, guys, I'm really enjoying this. Yuki versus Kieran. Kieran hiding back there, just waiting a little bit. Yuki saying, you know what? I've been in this position before. I'm not too worried. Nice pushback again. Yuki with that superb reaction time, instantaneously breaking the stun and going into the block animation. Trying to get some damage on him. Now Kieran's being a little bit slippery here. No, nice. A lot of barrier being procced up by him. Really sustaining well. Dropping AoE to try to keep that constant pressure onto Yuki. Even if he can't target him necessarily, he's still got that AoE in the general vicinity. Doing a really good job of just trying to keep that pressure on him, forcing him to use that cooldowns, never giving him breathing room, as much as he can at least, because he's got so much invisibility and just engagement. Ability to engage or disengage whenever he chooses. Nice. Again, he mitigates all of that. I don't think he's been able to connect with one rapid fire this entire series. Really, really good job. Really putting him through his paces. Trying to create a little bit more of a distance, and I'm sure because, as you can see, that's why he's trying to create that distance. He doesn't have much in the way of cooldowns. He will have his strength of the pack. That's going to be out of desperation. He's got his block up. Maybe he can go into stealth with that troll engine, not take any more damage, and kind of get as many ticks as he can. Really good job. Mitigated a lot of damage. Got the full potential out of that troll engine. Ready to go into the strength of the strength of the pack. Yeah, strength of the pack. Excuse me. Yeah. Yuki really putting on a little dance here. This is what we saw in the first round of Yuki really getting into his rhythm now, really dominating the whole pace of the match in the latter half. Kieran a little bit of trouble. He's got to get to full. Now he goes into stealth. Really smart play coming out from Kieran, trying to get that pressure down, but Dagger Storm comes up, fully mitigates that rapid fire again. That's 3 or 4 just in this match alone that he was just watching. That's superb. Really, you can tell that he's a veteran player. Got no more time left on the map mechanic. AoE starting to encroach. Oof, very careful. Nice job being aware. That pet, as you can see, Kieran being really, really annoying. Letting the pet do the work, putting a lot of AoE down. Big burst on that one with the dog as well, trying to get the CC. Yuki's in a little bit of trouble. He does not want to be in this position. Kieran trying to go for it. This could go any way right now. Yuki does have the burst to bring him down. He does only have 20% health, but Yuki's got to be super sly. He's got to pull out all the stops. That's not enough, but Kieran maybe not with the pet here. He's going to be getting it. That's Kieran that gets it. Unfortunate for Yuki. He was putting on a very good show, but same with Mizuto, so as I really can't blame, like I don't even know who to cheer for at this moment. You know what I mean? That was really good job on both of them. Thanks so much, Devolution Maximus. I really appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. No problem at all. Thanks so much for coming. Biff over here being careful. Now Alex being careful as well. He knows that Biff is super dangerous. He doesn't want to be trading with him. He doesn't want to be caught in a CC chain. He drops up a big push coming up from Biff over here, trying to use the whirling to come back. Whoop whoop. Static. Zadig, thank you so much for the follow, man. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. No, anything on dollar menu? Yep, Stinky's right. We're pretty budget over here. Whoop whoop, Alberi, thank you so much for the follow, man. Thank you. Biff really starting to go to work over here. Alex has got to be careful, but he's also got to keep that Condi pressure on top of Biff as much as he can, pushing him back, and that's what Biff's got to be careful for, because that Condi burning is something you don't even notice. You're just going through the motions, doing your combos, and then next thing you know, you look up and you're at half health. Like, what the fuck happened? It's the burning. The burning is so strong, and it only takes a couple seconds for it to do its work. As you can see here, Alex is in a little bit of trouble. He's able to mitigate that big burst coming out from Biff. Alex is in trouble, but he does have the renewed focus. Nice CC. He's got the Mage Bane. He just procs that, and he uses the Virtue of Resolve just before it comes up, but to no avail. He still gets caught. Nice evade coming out of him. Nice block from the Whirl and the Whirling Slice. That's what you need to do over there. He's really keeping the pressure up on Biff. Alex is going full ham, but that's a nice CC from Biff. This is where he can start taking over the momentum of the match. Alex is in big trouble. He doesn't have anything left. Hayuski, thank you so much for the follow. I really... Oh, the sub, Hayuski. Whoop, is gifting 3 tier 1 subs. That's Sleep Play Grub. Yeah, boy. Thank you so much for the subs. Gifting, Sleep. You're the best. Thank you. I think that's Sergeant. Thank you so much, man. You're the best. I'm going to thank you right after this, but I want to keep an eye on the action. I don't want to mitigate from any of this. Nice, he gets him in the bull's charge. That's a little cut for Alex over here. He's in a little bit of trouble. He's got to get that counter pressure. He gets the big blind on him. That was huge, the big blind. Thank you, Red Door, for the follow. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go through them all after this, guys. Thank you. Alex doing a good job. Nice CC. Able to get that push back. As you can see, that was nice play from Alex. Good job from Biff. The timer is out. They're already 18 seconds deep into this. He pops the Rampage. Oh no, for Alex. He does. Wow, nice mitigation. Trying to get the burning on him. 6 stacks of burning. That's huge. Biff's in trouble here. He's able to mitigate that, but Alex doesn't have anything left in the tank. He ends up going down. Really nice stuff. Oh my Game 2. If Biff wins this, he's going to be taking the championship in this tournament. Our first winner of this tournament. I haven't done tournaments in a while, but I finally come back. Ooh, Devolution. Hey, Devolution. Yeah. Thank you so much. Hey, Redjar, thank you for complimenting me on the commentating. Thank you. And again, Sleep Playground with another gifted sub, man. You are amazing, man. It's really encouraging, man. When you guys gift and follow and just sub and give me good comments, it really encourages me. Now, Biffy really starting to put the pressure onto Alex. He's got the Mage Bane, but Alex knowing this, staying very close to him, not getting CC'd by him. Nice CC come again from Biff. And this is a dangerous part. Oh, no. Eventually just sneaks out of there in the nick of time. Oh, nice bait and switch from Alex over there, buying himself a little more time. And he knows that he's just got to get away as much as he can or try to force the Rampage out of Biff. There's the Rampage. He does have the renewed focus. Did he pop the renewed focus? No, he didn't. This is there that he did pop the renewed focus. This is kind of a good position. He doesn't really have to deal with the Rampage. Oh, Mage Bane gets the pull, but he was able to get out just in time and use the Shield 5 to push him back and avoid that mitigation. Getting the burning stacks onto Biff. He's still pretty healthy, but it only takes a fraction of a second for Biff to really chunk his health. So he's always got to be on point. He cannot get complacent with anything. Now, Biff is really starting to put the pressure. Alex doesn't have much in the way of cooldowns. He does have the pushback. He gets big CC, but uses that contemplation to get out of it. Really nice big burst coming out from Biff, really starting to put the pressure on him. Alex has no counter for this. He's really got to start to put the pressure on Biff, at least try to draw him back, but this is what Biff excels at, getting his opponent to half health and just stepping on the gas, making sure he doesn't give him any room to breathe, virtually drowning him with damage. Eventually trying to get that Shield 5 again, doesn't connect. We got 5 seconds left in the map mechanic. He doesn't have Rampage. He doesn't have renewed focus. It's just going to come down. Oh my God, boys. Here we go. Can Alex pull it off over here? He tries to get the big stun on him. Alex is trying to get the burn stacks on top of Biff. Biff trying to mitigate that as much as he can. Alex falls into the AoE, but he's able to mitigate that and doesn't get touched once. But this is really clutch over here for Alex. He does have the renewed focus. We got Rampage coming in 14 seconds. This is going to be really, really clutch. Oh, big push. He forces him into the AoE. Big damage coming out from Biff. But I think, big damage again. This is going to be dangerous for Alex. He's already used the renewed focus. This is going to be Biff using the Rampage. I'm sure of it. There's the Rampage. This is what's going to be dangerous. Alex has got to be careful. He's got stability, so he can't push him off it. He's just got to try to get Burning down onto him as much as he can and avoid a lot of that big damage. But Biff is not taking this down sitting. Big pushback. Alex has got to get some damage onto Biff. He does do it. He might get the stop. He's got to stay as close as he can to Biff. He's got to literally virtually stay on top of Biff in order to get this win. If he doesn't stay on Biff, he might potentially lose it. Biff uses the Vengeance. Oh my God, I wasn't sure what was going to happen with the Vengeance after that, but Alex is able to take it, and we're going to see really good stuff. Wow, what content. This is game 3. Winner, that's it, man. There's no more excuses. You felt each other out for 2 rounds. That's what she said, and now it's balls to the walls. Let's see who's going to take it. Alex really putting on a clinic today. Really stellar performance. Biff, too, mowing through a lot of his contention. Really starting to stutter step in the semifinals and the finals. Alex really starting to find his pace over here. Let's see if he can keep that pressure. Alex doing a really good job of mitigating a lot of the damage, and this is what he needs to do. Now Biff is kind of at a little bit of a loss because he needs that. Oh, that's all it takes, man. That's all it takes. That's how dangerous this man is. One big move and he just chunks you down. Nice block coming out from Alex. Really clutch over here. Is the thing with Guardians is they got a lot of access to blocks and blinds that they can instantly cast, such as Virtue of Justice or Virtue of Courage that they can use instantaneously. So when he sees that big CC coming, he can proc that immediately. He has already used the Renewed Focus, but I think that's a pretty good use of Renewed Focus coming from Alex. He's also got to be careful, though, that the Rampage is coming out. Actually, no, I didn't even notice the Rampage was already used. He probably countered the Rampage with the Renewed Focus. Really good stuff. These guys are going tit for tat on this. Biff is not stopping, keeping that gas down. And the man on Rampage, oh my God, Alex is in big trouble here. Let's take a look at his cooldowns. He doesn't have much left. He's just trying to create the gap. And now Biff smells the blood. He sees victory. He's going for it. And he does with the big whirl. Alex was fractions of just seconds away from getting that heal off. But no, Biff says not today. And he just closes the gap and crushes him. That was really nice stuff. I just want to thank all the fucking viewers. You guys were amazing. Thanks for chilling out with me for so long and watching this tournament. I hope it was entertaining for you. I want to thank all the participants because if you weren't there, this would not be happening. So thank you so much for participating. I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to pull it off. I haven't done these in like 4 or 5 months in a long time. I wasn't sure if the community was still there, but they came out in spades, man, just full firing on all cylinders. Really nice stuff. And lastly and not least, my donators, man. You guys were fucking amazing. My donators are amazing. You guys have such a giving heart. The community is amazing, guys. Thank you so much.